Mr. Who's the Boss, one of my favorite YouTubers I always watch after a long day of work. Now, as a video editor, I can't help but notice he has some really cool visuals in his videos. In particular, the money measure thing. He uses it to show the audience when he's buying products and then later reviews them. Well, I figured out how to create this myself, and today I'm going to show you how to do it in Adobe Premiere Pro. First, let's open up an empty project in Premiere. Now in here, go to the toolbar and select the rectangle tool. Head over to the program monitor and here, create a shape like this. Don't worry, you can always adjust it afterwards. Next, go to the window menu on top and make sure the properties panel is opened up. In here, we're going to build most of the animation. In the graphic box, you'll see the shape we just created. Select it and rename it to money counter or something. When you have this layer selected, you can adjust the appearance of it. I'll set the fill color to something gray. There you go. Click on OK, and I also want to add a stroke, about 14 pixels, and of course on the inner side of the shape. Then for the color, I want it to be dark purple. Now we have the background. Oh, and I also added some rounded corners to the shape. That looks a lot better. Okay, next we're gonna make the money appear. I found a bill PNG online, but you can use whatever you want. Alright, so make sure your graphic layer is selected. Then click and drag your bill into the graphic box. Make sure it's on top of the money counter, otherwise you won't see it, of course. Now you can click and drag it to make it smaller, kinda make it fit inside the tube. Now go back to the properties panel, right click the first money bill and choose duplicate. Now select the duplicate and in the program monitor, drag it up a little. Do that again and again and again, just like that. If you want, you can select multiple layers and duplicate them all at once. Keep doing that until you have a big stack of money. You can go all the way up if you want, but I'll stop right here. Okay, now we got the money. Let's hold down Shift and select all the money layers. Then right click them and then choose Create Group. Click the folder and rename it to money or something. Stay organized. Now, I want the top bills to glow. To do that, head over to the effect browser and find the Wonder Glow effect. Once you have it, click and drag it to the properties panel and make sure it's on top of the last money layer. Now, we do have a little problem. This effect will now be applied to everything underneath it. And we only want this effect to work on the first one. So to fix that, hold down Ctrl and click both of the items. Then right click and choose Create Group. Now this effect will only be applied to all the layers below it, inside this folder. Okay, so now select the glow effect and go to the effect controls. In here it will be highlighted and you can adjust the properties to your liking. I just want a subtle glow to my bills. Something like that. Awesome. Now before we create the money stacking animation, I want to show you where I found this rotating coin I used. I found it using the Storyblocks plugin. All I did was click the download button and boom, here it is in my project panel. You can type in a keyword, for example epic, and look at these beautiful cinematic shots all made by real artists. They're not AI generated like on most stock libraries nowadays. Unlimited downloads of high quality and diverse media for one predictable subscription cost. Storyblocks has everything you need in one place. 4K and HD video, templates, music and sound effects. It's like an unlimited source of content that gives you creative freedom so that you can test and experiment and create more effective videos. You can choose for a monthly or annual plan, no hidden costs or extra fees. Now, this is important. The stock library is constantly being refreshed with new content that feels authentic and is created by real artists, again, not by an AI. Anything you download is 100% royalty-free, pre-licensed, ready to use, no need to worry about legal rights or anything like copyright claims or stuff like that. To get started with unlimited stock media downloads at one set price, head over to storyblocks.com/premierebasics or just click the link down below. Now it's time to make the money move. To do that, find the crop effect in the effect browser. Then click and drag it on top of the money layers, but underneath the glowing bill. Now select the crop effect and go to the effect controls. Move the top property to right above the second bill. Then add a top keyframe. Now move forward in time and drag the top property downwards. Let me zoom in on the timeline a little here. Next, expand the velocity curves and pull the levers of both the keyframes to make the animation smoother. Now the money will disappear like this. Alright, that's great. Now we want the glowing bills to follow them. To do that, go back to the properties panel and select the money top layer. Head over to the effect controls and move the playhead to the first keyframe of the crop animation. Then set a position keyframe to the glowing bills. Now align the playhead with the second crop keyframe and adjust the position property so it follows the animation. Again, ease the keyframes to make the animation smooth and voila, there you go. Now it's time to polish the entire animation by adding some shadows. This is super easy. All you gotta do is make sure your graphic layer is selected, then click the rectangle tool and in the program monitor, draw a rectangle where you want the shadow to be. In the properties panel, rename the shape to Bill's Shadow or something like that. Now make sure the fill color is set to black. Okay, with that layer selected, go to the effect controls. In here, click the pen tool to create a mask and go to the program monitor. Now draw a random mask. Doesn't have to be anything specific. Then in the effect controls, increase the feather a lot. Now go back to the program monitor and play around with the shape of the mask until you get a nice shadow. When you're done, you can still play around with the mask opacity to soften it. There you go. Next, we're gonna create a second shadow on the inside of the tube. To do that, duplicate the money counter and rename it to tube shadow or something. Then disable the fill and stroke colors and enable the shadow. Play around with these settings until you get something like this. Next, duplicate the money counter again and leave it at top. Call it top frame or something. Then disable the fill layer and the shadow. We only need the stroke. Play around with the stroke width until it looks like everything is inside the tube. Looks great, and now let's add the coin. So once you have it in the timeline, all I did was brighten up the colors a little using Lumetri. Then I also added the same glow effect from earlier to make it pop a little. Next, I selected the coin videos and right-click them and chose Nest. I then called it coin. Now I have this simple glowy coin animation. Beautiful. Next, I used the transform effect to create a super basic scale and position animation like this. Awesome. Next, to finish off the effect, right-click the graphic layer and coin and click Nest. Call it however you like. Then go to the effect browser and find the Gaussian blur effect. Drag it to the nested sequence. Now in the effect controls, increase the blurriness until it's fairly blurry. Then click the pen tool again and draw a mask at the bottom of the animation. Next, increase the feather and if needed, adjust the mask or the mask settings until you get a nice blur at the bottom. And there you have it. Now, I'm actually working on a complete beginner's course for Premiere Pro, so if you're interested in that, let me know down below. To learn more, click the video right here on my left. Thank you guys so much for watching.